Good evening and welcome to Solano College for tonight's women's volleyball matchup between the Napa Valley Storm and your Solano Falcons here on the Solano College Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I am Nate McKay. Joining me on the call for tonight's game is my broadcast partner, Nathan Farmer. And now, Nathan, what should we expect to see from the Solano Falcons tonight?
Well, the Falcons come into tonight's game on a 9-game winning streak, and that winning streak has been fueled by some high-powered offense from Haley Del Rio and Lindsay McLaughlin. We should definitely expect to see some more of that here tonight.
And now for the visiting team, Napa Valley Storm. They come into this game with a 9-game losing streak. The past 3 games have been 3-2 set losses. And for the second straight home game for Solano, they are playing a team who has not won a road game all season. So it should be very interesting to see how the Napa Valley Storm come into this game. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we will have the start of the first set for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
We have everything that an automotive shop would have or even a dealership would have.
If you guys are interested in automotive at all, go to Solano Community College. Check out the automotive program. It can be a career path for you, just like what I'm doing, or it could be an extreme hobbyist, an enthusiast.
If you really like cars and learning stuff all the time, then this is the best place to go.
Well, welcome back as we get ready for the opening set here from Solano College between the Napa Valley Storm and your Solano Falcons. Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer on the broadcast, and now we'd like to welcome in Richard Quilata, right?
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
It's okay. It's okay. Thanks for having me.
So Richard Quilata joining us now. He is a alum for the Sacramento State Hornets. So far, of your experience playing volleyball so far, what have you seen as sort of the challenges so far?
Definitely my height. I'm only 5'8", so I am really only seen as really of a back row player. So I only get to play like 3 rotations through the back. But as a libero, that's when I get my most play time, just because the libero steps in when the middles go rotate out to the back.
As Napa starts out the game with a 1-0 lead. And there's a quick kill right there from number 6, Kyle Gasaloga, getting things started
It looks like the ball went
out of bounds.
Yeah, there was no touch.
And just an error right there.
Yeah, it's just wrong place, wrong time there. Just unfortunate.
Del Rio does seem to look okay after getting hit with the ball right there. That's going to be a service error for Napa. That will get Solano on the board, making it a 3-1 lead in favor of the Napa Valley Storm. So they have really come out the gate strong so far, getting to a 3-1 lead. And that's able to get inbounds, stay in play for Solano. 3-2 now the score.
Just a little miscommunication there. 2 people going after the ball at the same time.
And that ball is out. Solano has tied up this game 3-3. Rosalind Hungria back to serve for Solano. And almost looks like another miscommunication from the Storm. 4-3 in favor of the Falcons.
Yeah, if Napa's going to want to come out of this game with the victory, they're going to have to communicate better.
Great movement, almost a blocked attempt from the Storm.
Looks like a net violation from Lindsay.
And so that had been a net violation, meaning one of Solano's players was around the net, which is a result in the violation as they set up for Del Rio. And on the attack is Del Rio, and she gets the point for the Falcons.
We've seen a lot of that from her so far this season. She leads the league in kills, and adding another one to her total.
Lindsay McLaughlin was back to serve for Solano. Del Rio with the tap. Napa does recover, however. And a great job from Solano, able to take advantage of the opening in the middle from Napa Valley. As we see Roslyn able to keep it in play and add on another point for Solano.
Yeah, just snuck that one in over on the far sideline.
Almost a short serve from Lindsay, as they were just able to get it over the net. They set up for Del Rio again. Nice dig. I believe the dig was from Sophia Green over on Napa Valley side, but Solano still able to get the point, increasing the lead now up to 4.
So it looks like for this point that they're going to give it to Napa, because it looks like Kyle actually reached over and it didn't break the plane of the net.
Del Rio trying to get an explanation from one of the referees.
It looks like they're sticking with the call.
So a chance for Napa Valley here to gain some momentum. Mitchell was back to serve for the Storm. That's nice blocking there from Solano. Again, another great block. And in result, will give Solano a point. And so, Richard, Solano got off to a slow start now, but they're starting to get things going. What have you seen so far in this game from the Falcons?
Their service are very tough at the moment. It looks like they've been getting Napa really out of system and making them have to work to get the ball back over.
Yeah, they're definitely making the Storm work in this game, as another great job from Solano, able to get another point, and now it's a 5-point lead.
That's one thing we saw last week against Alameda. They just weren't able to get things going the same way that Napa hasn't been able to get things going tonight.
Alora Samontan back to serve for Solano. Again, another dig from Sophia Green. And just unable to get it over the net that time. It is now 11-5 here in this first set. And that does stay in play. Great serve right there from Alora Samontan.
Yeah, it looked like Napa just kind of gave up on that one. Everybody thought it was going out, but it managed to somehow get in there.
12-5 now.
And that looks like the setter actually made a double contact. I know that the first contact of the ball could be fairly not clean, but the second contact has to be clean and has no spin.
And in response from Solano's end, they end up with a service error, and it's 13-6. The ball back to Napa. So Napa got off to a good start, and so far we have seen this game shift different ends, as Solano is playing a first opening set so far. Mila Jacoba was back for Napa Valley, and a strong dig from Del Rio. She got up there quickly and delivered a big-time kill for the Falcons. As that went all the way over to the left-hand side of the locker rooms.
And even with her shoe untied, too. It's pretty impressive.
So 14-6 now. Del Rio is back to serve. Nice dig from Del Rio. As Laura was able to set up Moley and able to get the kill. 15-6 now in favor of Solano. And great movement here as we saw Rosalind trying to get over the net. She was able to, and unable to get over the net is Mary Ana Reyes for Napa, 16-6. And just a nice short dig from Del Rio, and Napa Valley tried everything they could to get over the net, unable to, as we have a timeout here. 17-6 here in this first opening set. And Richard, from Napa Valley side, again, earlier I said they got to a early strong start, but now it seems like Solano's starting to get things in control.
Yeah.
As from your time being a volleyball player, are these kind of leads being down by 10 or more points sort of difficult to come back from?
I want to say at times it is. It depends on your team's chemistry. So for teams like this, I mean, if you guys have the confidence to get back into it and just get on a roll of serving, passing is honestly where it all starts. That's one thing Napa has to change around, is because their passing hasn't been too great. That's why they can't run many of their plays. But Solano, on the other hand, has been passing very well and able to run all their plays.
Yeah, and so speaking of Solano, Nathan, what is Solano going to have to do to continue up this great effort and get their first set win?
Yeah, like Richard was saying, Solano's been passing the ball better than Napa. If they can just keep Napa out of sync, then they'll be able to finish off this first set.
Del Rio still back to serve for Solano. And a strong kill from Anaya Rodriguez for Solano. 18-6 now. Del Rio with a nice short serve again.
Another double contact.
Is it not normal to see a double contact in a game, or is it fairly usual?
It is at times. Depends on how well your setter is, and the third contact has to be clean as well. So it depends on the player.
As we are able to see Solano gain another point, it's 20-6 now.
Yeah, Solano has really put on some heavy pressure. And Napa started off 3-0, and they've gone on a 20-3 run ever since.
As that serve from Del Rio just short and unable to get over the net. 20-7 now. Napa will get the ball on their side. Cassidy Schweizer back, the sophomore. And they're able to get Rosalind up there for the kill. 21-7. Solano is just in control as of right now. Excel Moreno now back for Solano. And able to get the kill for Napa Valley is Leia Mitchell, the freshman out of Vallejo, able to get the kill. 21-8 now. believe back to serve was Reyes. And a great job again from Hungary, able to get the kill for Solano. It's 22-8. All in favor of your Falcons at the moment. That's Kayla Samontan, who is a freshman. Nice dig from Del Rio. They'll go for Hungary again. And that is out. As we've seen very little action so far from Napa Valley, trying to get up at the net and get things aggressive. Meanwhile, at the other end, Solano's just remained aggressive throughout this entire opening set. It's 23-9 as Sophia Green is back to serve. And Gasologo just unable to get over the net. Just looked like she was almost trying to set up someone, but wasn't able to. A short serve from Green that time. And getting the kill is Lindsay McLaughlin. 24-10. Set point coming up here for Solano. Napa able to get it over. That's going to stay in play. I believe that was Cassidy Schweizer on the attack for Napa Valley. Joanna Lamson back to serve for Napa. And unable to get the ball over the net is Napa Valley, and Solano has taken this first opening set, able to win 25-11. They just looked in control throughout this entire opening set, and when we come back, we will have the second set for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it, so.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots.
I'm Diego Moyano. I'm a USTA lead national coach. We are here at Solano College Courts trying to win this 100,000 that North Bay put together, and hopefully we can get the trophy.
And welcome back to Solano College. We're getting ready for the second set. I'd like to remind everyone that we are sponsored by James Thomas Media, your one stop for all your media needs. Second set getting ready to get going, and Napa just looked very strong to start off the first set, but things went out of control in favor of the Solano Falcons. And Nathan, what did you see in that first set for Solano?
Solano was just more in control on offense, and they're just more in sync with their passing, and we're just able to take advantage of Napa's lack of communication and chemistry.
And now, Richard, as your experience of being a player with volleyball so far, I'm sure you experienced many times where you've been down by a large margin heading into the second set, along with losing the first set. What were sort of the pep talks that you went through with your coaches when heading into the second set?
I know everything starts off with a good pass, honestly. That's what we all look for, because without a good pass, you're not going to have like a good set. No good set's going to give you a good hit. So that's always one thing that we talk about during like a huddle before the second set is start getting our passes to the setter. Stop trying to make our setters run around, and it'll definitely help with getting out of the 10 score deficit.
Yeah, definitely passing has been something that Solano has been on the attack pretty much throughout the entire night, and as well as just being more aggressive, as that's something Napa definitely needs to start doing if they want to try to tie up this matchup that we got so far as get things going. So
definitely. See, like that was a good pass. They were able to run their offense well.
And a nice kill right there, as I cannot make a attempt at the volleyball as our producer Brian has to go ahead and get it. And Brian ends up hitting the referee. Our apologies. Brian, you gotta look where you're throwing the ball next time. 1-0 in favor of the Falcons.
He's a man of many talents. Just one of those is not throwing a volleyball.
That was a nice dig from Reyes. Attempted a block, no good from Napa, as they will get over the net. And just a great job from Lindsey McLaughlin, spotting the weak area on the side for Napa.
Yeah, Napa had collapsed trying to make the play on the last dig, and they just weren't able to get back in position there.
Solano has jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Very close to going out, and a nice recovery there from Green. As attempt to go for the dig was Reyes again, but unable to. It's 3-0 in favor of the Falcons.
That was a great kill there. Not sure what number that was on the kill, but just managing to get it off the block and into the Napa Valley area.
I think that was Kyle Gasologo with that last kill.
And good passing there from Napa Valley as they're able to get on the board here in the second set. Sophia Green now back to serve for Napa Valley. As they look to gain some momentum here in the second set. They were able to set up McLaughlin again. A great job from Roslyn getting another kill. It's now 4-1 here. As she is also back to serve now for the Falcons. And unable to make an attempt trying to get to a pass was Olivia Herrick for Napa. It's now 5-1. Good dig from Reyes. And it looks like Herrick overshot that one, 6-1. Or now it's the second set still with Solano up by 5. A great job from Napa there. It's now 6-2.
Yeah, Solano just wasn't able to get the ball up high enough to be able to set up a play and get that ball back over the net.
Joanna Lamson now comes into the game for the Storm. She is back to serve. And very short serve that time for Napa. Just a costly mistake that you cannot have at this time of the match so far. Wathan with a nice jump serve and able to get it on the ground, as was just not able to make a play for Napa. It's now 8-2.
Lindsay has one of those tough jump floats. It's hard to read. It's like a knuckleball.
It's very hard to read, as that was able to stay in play and get them a point and end up in the stands.
Yeah, I see what you mean there on that serve. We kind of got a straight line view of her serve. It just kind of was just wiggling around in the air. It's real, yeah, I can see it's definitely very hard to pick up a read on that.
Definitely comes at you fast, just like that block from Solano. It's now 10-2.
That's a great block by Kyle and Miley.
A good dig from Del Rio, and an attempt at a block for Napa, unable, as it's Herrick able to get the, I believe that was Herrick, so it's now 10-3. Besides passing, Richard, how is Napa going to be able to gain some momentum?
They got to give some tough serves because it looks like Solano's just passing their ball really well. Also, placing the ball better. I've seen a lot of their hits going out. So they just need to fix those couple mistakes just to get back in it.
Now that was caught off guard on that one from Sophia Green, making an attempt at a dig, but she ends up kicking it with her foot, able to get it over the net. 11-3. And able to get out. Napa does get it over. Great job from the Storm. As Del Rio with a nice kill, and that hits our broadcast partner Nathan Farmer.
God.
You okay there, Nate?
I think so, man.
All right.
That came over here in a hurry, man.
Now 13-3. It's okay, Nathan. You didn't hit a ref when you were giving it back, so it's all good.
Yeah. I think it's some crazy spin on it, though.
There's a great block from Napa there. Nice kill from Reyes. Probably the best kill of the night from Napa on that one.
And it all started off with a good pass. So if Napa keeps that up, they'd definitely be in this game.
Mila Jacoba was back to serve for Napa. As that ball just came at Napa very fast and unable to make an attempt over the net. Looked like it was attempted to block, but just hit the net and unable to go over, as Del Rio's now back to serve. Good pass over by Santa Maria, and unable again to try to get any momentum started. It was Napa. It's now 15-4. Napa has yet to win an away game so far this season. And Solano keep things up, and it's pretty much going to look like that's going to stay set in stone as a timeout is called. It is 16-4 here in the second set. And Nathan, so far for Napa, again, we go back to that strong start in the first set. But so far here in the second set, what are some of the negatives we've seen from them?
They're just struggling to receive the ball, whether it be off of a serve or off of a return from Solano. They just haven't been able to receive the ball well and set up their plays.
And now, Richard, for Solano's end, is there anything they need to polish, or are they looking pretty perfect so far?
They've been doing pretty well as far. There's probably little things they could fix. Just placement of their block, but for the most part, they've been actually doing really well.
As they do hold a 16-4 lead, they are on a 9-game win streak right now. And with the win tonight, they will become the 4th team in the state of California to currently hold a 10-game win streak. So a big accomplishment if they're able to. Del Rio still back to serve for Solano. And a nice, keeping it low kill was number 4, Madeline David for Napa, 16-5 now.
And Del Rio just wasn't able to get the ball up off the ground. She had a good attempt at a pancake dig there, but just wasn't able to get it up.
Cassidy Swizer now back to serve for Napa. Now she'll look to get things going here, try and mount a comeback. As Anaya Rodriguez on the kill, 17-5 now. As you see, they set it up for McLaughlin. Strong dig on Napa's side. They'll go for McLaughlin again, and that time it works out. Able to get the kill is, again, Lindsay McLaughlin, 18-5 now.
Solano's just doing really well to get Napa out of system. Having to cause them to return it over free balls. One thing you always want.
Good block again from Lindsay and Anaya, as this time they're able to get the point. Once again, it's 19-5. Excel was back to serve for Solano as they were setting up Mitchell.
Looks like a hitting error from Roslyn. Just probably a mistiming of the ball.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Hungary mistimed it, as you were saying, as Reyes is now back to serve for Napa. It was a very short serve. Solano was able to recover from it. Great job at getting the ball over was XL, but it won't work out that time in their favor, 19-7. They do, however, still hold the lead, up by 12. Reyes still back to serve for Napa now. And Napa able to get 2 straight points, 19-8.
And just the Poor return there on the serve. They sent the ball right back over to Napa for an easy kill.
Good dig from Del Rio. They're able to set up Lindsay, and able to get a nice kill is Lindsay yet again, as just looked like Napa wasn't expecting much from there and just mistimed it.
That was smart by Lindsay, going for the deep corners. That's usually where there's no one.
Kalis Montan back to serve for Solano. And just short at an attempt at the kill was Leah Mitchell. Solano needs 4 more to get the win in this set. And a failed attempt at a block on the Napa side. Able to get it over was Cassie Schweizer. But it looks like it wasn't able to stay in play, so Solano is awarded the point. 22-8 now here in the second set from Solano College. Nate McKay.
Miscommunication by Napa.
Yeah, another miscommunication play from there, as also Richard Kilata and Nathan Farmer on the call with me. Strong dig from Napa, but nothing going to go over the net that time. Set point coming here from Solano as a timeout is called from Napa.
Yeah, Solano just kept Napa off balance on those last few plays, managing to steal away a few points there.
Yeah, so far 24-8. Richard, what have you seen so far from this game from both teams? What have been some of the things that caught your eye?
For Solano, their serving has been really tough. I see why Napa has been really out of system. If Solano just keeps this up, there's a slight chance that Napa could come back, but Solano has been keeping up a tough serve. For Napa, I've seen them, they look sort of scrappy. They're able to get some points on the board in ways that you wouldn't really expect. Some of their hits do look like miss hits, but it's working for them.
As this is a set point. And Solano will take this second set and able to lead by 2 so far. 25-8 was the final in that second set. So far Solano has really shown great effort through their passing, and so far has been the more aggressive team so far tonight. And when we come back, we will have the third and possibly final set for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Hi, my name is Eric Visser. I'm in my 5th year as the athletic director of Solano College. To experience community college and its mission has been an outstanding experience. Solano College has a very rich tradition in intercollegiate athletics dating back to 1947. I'm very proud to communicate that that rich tradition is still being continued with fine young men and women that represent Solano College on and off the court. In the fall we have the volleyball program. We have a very successful women's soccer program. We have both men's and women's basketball. And then we transition to 4 programs: baseball, of softball, men's women's tennis, and men's and women's swimming. It is our mission to excel our programs and our student athletes in academics. All of our student athletes are committed to give back to the community. And we would invite you to be a part of Solano College Athletics by visiting our website www.solanoathletics.com, and you feel a warm welcome at Solano.
And welcome back to Solano College. Reminder, this game is brought to you by James Thomas Media, your one stop for all your media needs. Third set getting ready to get going here from Solano College, as Solano currently holds a 2-0 set lead over the Napa Valley Storm. Nate McKay, Nathan Farmer, Richard Kulatan on call for tonight's game. And Nathan, what are you expecting from Napa's side here in this third set?
They're going to have to get their offense going. They just haven't been receiving any balls from Solano very well. They're going to have to get that going if they want to win this set and start a comeback.
And Richard, what are some of the things Solano needs to keep doing in order to remain perfect here in this game?
They just have to keep up their passes, keep running their offense really well, and just serving tough from the service line.
And Liz McLaughlin able to get things started with an easy kill for the Falcons. Rosalind Hungaria was back to serve, and a service error for Solano that time. It's been a while since I've been able to say this, but we are all tied up here. 1-1.
Great pass by Roslyn.
And Del Rio just not able to keep it in play. It's 2-1 now in favor of the Storm. It's hard to tell from this angle from here if it was in play, but
yeah, one official called it in, but the other called it out. I'm not sure.
As again, Lindsay rises up and gets another kill for Solano.
Yeah, no doubt about that one, right down the middle, and just powering straight through the Napa defense.
It's 2-2 now. Good dig from Roslyn. As they'll go to Ko for the an attempt at a kill, as they'll go to Lindsay again. And Lindsay is just on point here in this third set.
Would not want to be on the receiving end of one of her spikes right about now. Those things are vicious.
It's now 3-2. Good block there from Del Rio. Solano is now up 4-2.
That was a great read by Del Rio. She was all over that block.
Was very short as Joanna just tried to make an attempt at a dig, was unable to. An overall great effort from Solano trying to get the ball over, but unable to that time. It's now 5-3. Napa's able to gain a point. As Olivia Herrick is back to serve for the Storm. And that ball is out. Good read there from Excel, not making sure that wasn't going to be any problem. Alora Samontan back to serve for Solano. Another great effort from Solano, and again, just miscommunication and unable to be aggressive again are the Napa Valley Storm.
That was a great recovery there by Moreno, able to get that great off-balance pass over.
And Alora just hit it straight at Lamson. She was not expecting it. 8-3. It's a great job from Anaya. Able to get the, not sure what they're going to call here.
Looks like the down ref overturned the call because it looks like he saw Anaya in the net.
So it's 8-4. Jacobo back to serve for Napa. They'll go to Anaya again. And Del Rio able to get it over 9-4.
Del Rio was not fooled on that little tip pass. Just spiked it straight back down in the Napa Valley zone.
And again, another great job from Solano. Just unable to get the dig again with Napa. As we've seen that all night, just have made many attempts at trying to get a dig going to get some movement, but nothing has been able to start anything for Napa. A great job from Moley, able to get the kill. Alora did a good job setting her up.
And this one all started with Del Rio's hard, tough serve.
That was a nice kill from, I believe, Cassidy Schweizer. Their numbers are sort of hard to read when you're on the far side.
Great pass by Weston.
So now I was able to get up there again, make an attempt as that was almost coming our way. And unable to make the block was both Anaya and Moley for Solano. 11-6 now.
Yeah, Napa just managed to find a hole in the block and managed to get it inside the Solano area.
And a service error there for Napa as they were looking to gain some momentum, but nothing there. 12-6 now. It's back on Solano's side. Excel back to serve. And it results in a great serve from Excel as hit it into the weak side of the area where Napa wasn't covering.
And that we call serving into the seam. It's where you serve right between two passers.
I'm going to write that down. Good job from Alora, able to get it over. Helping get it over was Alora, and doing so able to get Solano up 14-6.
There's been so many times where I've thought the ball is coming straight to us, but Moreno has been able to get that good second pass and able to set up the play for Solano.
Getting up there was Hungria for Solano. Nice tap from McLaughlin. Now Napa has to get it over. They do. And making a diving effort was Solano, but unable to get a dig. It's now 14-7. Again, making an attempt at a diving effort just shows how more aggressive Solano has been in this game compared to Napa. Napa able to recover from that strong spike, and Del Rio was unable to get her hands on it. It's now 14-8. As it looks like we have a substitution. Kaio's back in the game for Solano. McLaughlin with a strong tap, and it does work out. It's now 15-8, still in favor of the Falcons. Kayla Simonsan back to serve. And it ends up being a nice serve for Kayla as miscommunication from Napa ends up resulting in a point for Solano.
And again, Kayla has one of those good, tough float serves.
Yeah, she definitely made it tough after making two Napa players die for it. Great dig from Del Rio as they set up Kyle, and Solano is awarded another point off of just great passing. It's 17-8. As Smontan unable to get it over the net, 17-9. As back to serve is Sophia Green for Napa. And a strong kill from Kyle, able to once again just stay aggressive throughout the entire game, making sure the rest of her teammates are doing so is what we've seen so far from Solano. Hungria back to serve for the Falcons. Again, just short attacking the net. That time was Mitchell. Solano holding on to a 10-point lead. Great job from Solano's end, getting another kill.
As Napa has had no answer for these strong spikes from the Solano offense. They just haven't been able to recover and been able to set up their own plays.
And that does stay in. Almost looked like one of Napa's players almost touched it. But not that time. It's 20-10 now. Joanna Lamson back to serve for Napa. Del Rio with a tap. Just great IQ we've seen so far from not only Del Rio, but the rest of her teammates so far in this game with a nice tap. Noticing whenever Napa's coming at the net.
And she noticed that that pass was going to be too high for her to get up and spike it down. So she was able to tip it over.
McLaughlin was able to set up Coe. This time Samontan setting up Del Rio as Green was able to recover with a dig. Ends up working out for them. Great job by passing the ball around and able to get the kill, 21-11. Olivia Herrick, freshman out of Sonoma Valley High School, as just short, resulting in a service error. It's now 22-11. As that time we see Alora back to serve, and that time a service error for Solano. So it's now 22-12. Mila Jacobo now back to serve for Napa. And Alora was able to set up Anaya. Good recovery from Napa's end. Strong tap from Napa. Probably the best play we've seen from them tonight.
Napa looks very scrappy. Was able to get that over on the second hit, just in the deep corner.
Alora was able to set up Moley, not that time. And Napa's able to get the kill.
And Napa's got a little bit of fight left in them. They've rattled off a few points here. They've looked like they're definitely playing their best volleyball so far tonight.
Laura's going to set up Del Rio. Del Rio comes in with a nice tap. And she's done a great job so far in this game, just tricking Napa's defense, trying to award her a point, but so far she's been able to read it perfectly.
It's like in baseball when a pitcher has a good fastball and then they just throw a changeup at you. It's impossible to plan for sometimes.
That one was just hit out. And match point coming up here for Solano. But we will have a timeout before we get that match point for you here. And I would like to remind everyone to subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't. You can find us under Greg Poff. That's GRGPOFF for more volleyball action like the one you are watching right now. We also do live interviews that we do in the TV studio offered here on the Solano main campus here in Fairfield, California. So subscribe today to keep up to date with all the action, including your Solano Falcons women's volleyball team. Again, that's Greg Poff, GRGPOFF. Match point coming up here, Del Rio with the serve. And Solano able to get awarded the point, and that will do it here from Solano College. Solano able to wrap it up with a 25-14 third set win. And Richard, I'll start with you. What were some of the things we saw positive from Solano and from Solano's end tonight?
Their passing has been really well. It kept up throughout the game. I mean, for the third set, I mean, they kind of let off a little bit, but they were able to gas it and just pull through at the end. As well as their serves, they just kept their serves very tough, and it just made it harder for Napa to run their offense.
And now, Nathan, on Napa's end, what were just some of the things that went wrong for them tonight?
They just weren't able to recover when Solano serves or returns over the net. They just weren't able to set up their offense very well tonight, and it just proved to be their downfall tonight.
And that will do it for us here on the call for tonight's game. And when we come back, we will have the Best Buy Player of the Game for you here on the Solano College Sports Network.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
So impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you know, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
I'm here with our Best Buy Player of the Game, Kayla Samontan. Hey, Kayla, nice job from you today. You had some big serves today, along with some great jobs, helping out your teammates, getting some kills. What did you see on Napa Valley's end today?
We saw that there was their setter dumped a lot, so we prepared a lot in practice and not letting her get a point on us.
Yeah, and you guys had terrific communication. You guys really stayed aggressive throughout this entire game. Was that something you guys went over preparing into today's game?
I think we always try to practice that, but today, we wanted just to have fun with the game and just cheer each other up as teammates.
And so you now guys have won 10 straight in a row. So far, that's very big. You guys are now the 4th team in the state of California to currently have an active streak of 10 games in a row. What does that really say for your team moving forward?
I think that we work really hard in practice, we work really hard in the game, and I think that any team that beats us is a good win for them just because we work really hard.
Yeah, you guys definitely continue to work hard. You guys look like an incredible team so far for the past 2 games that we covered. Well, Kayla, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for our Best Buy Player of the Game interview. For my entire broadcast team and my broadcast partners, Nathan Farmer and Richard, thank you for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network, and we hope to see you next time.